It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news. It is late Sunday night, February 14th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am led on 11 o'clock news headlines here. Top story at 11 o'clock here on this late Sunday night. Here is in Washington, where Justice Antoine Scalia's death from a heart attack will complicate the work of the Supreme Court's 8 remaining justices and for the rest of the court term, probably change the outcomes at some major cases and for the most part amplify the power of bits. In Mexico, celebrating mass for more than 300,000 people in one of Mexico's poorest and most dangerous cities on Sunday, Pope Francis took a strap at the country's rich and corrupt police. Jerusalem, Israeli police officials fatally shot 2 Palestinians murdered. They opened fire at them outside Jerusalem's walled old city on Sunday, police said on a day when officials said 3 of our Palestinian assailants were killed in 2 other incidents. All 4 members of the British band, Violet Beach, were killed in a Swedish car accident that left 5 dead on Saturday, according to the Associated Press. In Jonesboro, Arkansas State University students working on a video project sparked reports that an armed near the student unit on Sunday later to lockdown in about an hour at ASU's Jonesboro campus. Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Barack Obama spoke by phone about the continuing conflict in Syria as forces loyal to the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has backfired. Russian air power President offensive at Aleppo does. While ceasefire in Syria is supposed to take place by the week's end, the fighting is escalated and the new parties such as Saudi Arabia are prepared to enter the fray. Kabul, civilian casualties of the war in Afghanistan rose to working levels for the 7th year in a row in 2015 as violence spread across the country in the wake of the withdrawal of the most international troops in the United States reported on Sunday. Earthquakes swept by the city in New Zealand caused the cliffs to collapse in the sea. 48 people rescued from a stuck tram cars at a ski resort as people stood in a tram car after it became stuck 40 feet off the ground in sub-zero temperatures at Cannon Mountain Aerial Tramway in Fountain County, New Hampshire. A father turned his son in over 40 days to the shooting of Mississippi cop, critically wounded after robbery Saturday when an advised such report police got say shot clock police Kemple. Las Vegas, Bernie Sanders may have been the first to make plans of the campaign on Sunday at Victory Ministry Baptist Church in Las Vegas, but he had to share the pulpit did his raffle for the Democratic presidential nomination and a special guest. A credible explosive device was found in a rental car at the Albuquerque Mexico Airport Sunday as they delayed travels when picking up cars while 40 days determined and 40 days said. China's yuan surged by the most in a decade, catching up with a dollar decline during a week-long holiday after the central bank chief first report for the exchange rate and said it's fixed at a 1-month high. Tokyo, Japan's economy shrank more than expected in the final quarter of last year as the consumer spending and export slump added headaches to the policymakers already worried as damage to the financial market could inflict on a fragile recovery. HSBC, more than evidence on keeping June, London's decision falls in certain 10 minutes in UK clampdown on bank taxi, hoping London win through. Tokyo, Brent U.S. crude futures are down on Monday as a strong dollar weighed on prices, bearing gains above more than a 10% jump late last weekend came amid a renewed talk that the OPEC might finally agree to cut out of the reduced world glut. The Earth's not a special flake, but it's significantly different from the moon and other planets because of its rare minerals. Tens of thousands of black chip shops has given enough the population in the search for food in warmer waters. Researchers captured a sudden video of seasonal migration. Scientists from the Netherlands suggested 4 billion people face water scarcity, twice the number previously expected, but there are 40 days its accurate assessment is important because it sets the stage for real progress. The feeders outside of the Barnes Nature Center attract the numerous birds that are willing to become part of the great backyard bird camp. Salvador, Brazil. Nearly 250,000 soldiers sailors and other military personnel began fending fight Brazilian cities over the weekend as part of the ambitious campaign to combat the mosquitoes that are spreading Zika virus. Washington, tiny rolling balls of brain cells knocking around in the lab may one day help keep you from losing marbles, among other things. As the Zika virus spreads into Latin America, capital leaders are warning women against using contraceptives and having abortions, even as health officials in some countries are advising women not to get pregnant because of the risk of birth defects. Men are twice likely to suffer from cancer-related HPV compared to women in the case of oral sex. A new study is found as a study team also noticed the risk of HPV infection and cancer increased with the number of oral sex partners. Alright, let's take a look at New England Insulatory at 11:04 p.m. here. In Worcester, Massachusetts, a 3-alarm fire at 16 Henry Street, a UD alarm upgrade. The EMS unset fire in 2-story wood frame residential structure command. Evacuation building for a second time. Fire pushing the roof below the involved. Get your channel news time, 11:05, and it's late Sunday night. It's time now for a Trevor report here. Baby! Let's study off out in Rhode Island here, where highways in Rhode Island looking good here, and Connecticut here, I-84 in the westbound side, also around I-91 in Hartford, Connecticut, doing the next in the eastbound side of I-84, the eastbound side around Route 91 in Hartford, Connecticut here, and on 95 in the southbound side, get access to Route 7 in Norwalk, Connecticut, so expect some delays here, down in New York City here. Long expressway, the eastbound side, also after the FDR Drive in Manhattan. FDR Drive on the southbound side. Those slow from Harlem to Midtown doing a couple of accidents on the FDR Drive around Queensbury Bridge, so expect some delays here. 278 on the northbound side, also before the Long Island Expressway doing the next on 278 eastbound side before 495 in Brooklyn, so expect some delays here. I-87 on the northbound side, a little accident before Route 95, so expect some delays on 98 around Route 95 before the George Washington Bridge here. Up in Massachusetts here. It's looking good in highways and byways of the Bay State here. And Farmers Burn on the westbound side, also between 295 and Route 95 and Portland, Maine here. But otherwise, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine highways looking good here. I-80 on the westbound side, also after the New York Freeway in Schenectady here. New York Freeway on the westbound side, also around the circuits around Route 481, and we got an accident on 590 northbound in Rochester, New York. Here. And on the quad. Okay, let's take a look at MBT incident alerts here at 11:06 here. Thursday are looking good here on the subway system. It's looking good, and on the commuter rail, it's looking good. Peter Channel News Time is now 11:07 p.m. on this late Sunday night here, and it is time now for a weather report here. And on the radar, it's nothing on the radar. It's seen here. And to the south of us, some spotty snow sheds around Vermont, around Virginia, stretching in West Virginia, down for eastern Kentucky, seeing sleet. In northern Tennessee, over the southern Kentucky here, and some rain showers in western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and Alabama, down the northwestern parts of Georgia. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Here. For tonight, we're going to have some forecast skies, low about 10 below, calm wind. Western's birthday at Chester Snowman after 4 p.m. Increased skies, how about 29 degrees? Wind chill clouds, low 10 below, calm wind becoming. South wind 6 miles today after the Chesapeake 30% low dose to you can expect today. But tonight, still likely before midnight, and rain likely Pittsburgh after midnight. Otherwise, cloud skies, temperature rises around 40 degrees by 5 a.m. Southwest east wind about 7 to 14 miles against Chesapeake 30% new circulation over the around an inch possible. For Tuesday, rain Pittsburgh before 1 p.m. 153 degrees and top of about 30 to 18 miles outside, 29 miles on Chesapeake 9% new Pittsburgh, between a half an inch possible for. Tuesday at Chesapeake, Maine before 11 p.m. Pittsburgh before 7 p.m. West. Most skies got about 34 degrees and breeze with a southwest 15 20 miles are becoming southwest with 9 to 14 miles at midnight. Winds could get side 31 miles at Chesapeake is 40%. But Wednesday, parts of the most skies got about 46 about 27 degrees. Thursday, most of the skies got about 38 about 20 degrees. Friday, skies got about 38 degrees. Friday night, Chesapeake snow showers. Most skies got about 29 degrees at Chesapeake to 30%. Saturday, Chesapeake showers. Most skies got about 50 about 33 degrees at Chesapeake to 30%. For Sunday, most skies got about 49 degrees. Here. Currently in Mountain, it's 4 above with fair skies. Humidity 42%. Wind chill 6 below. That is going to be it for the Peter Chills. 11 o'clock news is late Sunday night, February 14th, 2069. Peter's Ever. Good night. See you tomorrow morning. Good night. See you tomorrow morning.